Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to Coping with Life. I'm your host, Scott. I appreciate you joining me this week. Hopefully you are doing well this week. So this week is going to be, a little bit of a sport ramble. So last weekend on Saturday, I went to a soccer game with the Portland Thorns versus Chelsea and Olympic Linus, also known as OL. I just call them Team France, versus Monterrey, Mexico. And that was fun. That was part of the Women International Championship. It was fun. It was different, something that I've never really experienced. Not even last year when I saw the Portland Thorns versus the North Carolina Courage. This week, last weekend, this experience, I was as close to the field as possible. I had field seats, and the entire experience was something that I've never experienced before, and I probably never will experience again. And that was a thrill. That was just mind-blowing, and I think that's kind of cool. It's nice to experience things. I think it was cool. I got to see not only Chelsea Football Club, the women, versus Portland Thorns, which Chelsea won 1-0, and it was the first game of the two, and it was okay. Now, watching Sam Kerr on Chelsea, that was cool. And I just thought that was fun. I don't know much about soccer. I know Sam Kerr because she's on one of the covers of the new FIFA game. And so when I go to the PlayStation store, I see. So that's information. But that was fun. I really enjoyed just the experience. But the France Monterrey game, that was a thrill. OL won 4-0. And it was just I had a lot of fun, and just not really knowing much. It was a way to enjoy it and just have a good time. And it was definitely an experience. And it's really hard to put into words, but I've done a lot of events, but I've always done, nosebleeds or general admission, which is, standing room only. Or, things that, I am so far away from, what's going on. And that's usually what usually what I do. And an opportunity, I took it. Now, I obviously I went alone, and it would have been nice to have somebody with me. But that, that's I went alone, and I enjoyed myself, and I'm glad that I went. And it was just it was different because I'm kind of at lost for words, but that entire day was a thrill, and I had good food, and just being able to experience something and see world-class champions in women's soccer, and seeing OL win the WICC championship, which I was super happy because that is who I wanted to win. Monterrey showed heart. I really like how hard they tried, and they did well. Monterrey did amazing. And so the final standing is OL number 1, Monterrey number 2, Chelsea 3, and 4th place out of the 4 teams is the Portland Thorns. And I'm glad that I went. Being, season 2, journey into the unknown. I'm glad that I tried something fantastic. It went amazing. I kind of did a little cheering, and it was much needed. Kind of feeling my back is killing me. My throat is hurting, and it's been a week. But I'm always in pain, so nothing new there. And then tonight, on Saturday, tonight is NASCAR Daytona. I don't know what the event's called tonight. Maybe it's the Coca-Cola 400. I don't know what it's actually called. I do apologize. But it's the last event before the playoffs. So excited to see the last race of the regular season. Gonna enjoy that. And it's Daytona. And I want Kyle Busch to win. And my heart goes out to Kurt Busch, who is dealing with concussion-like symptoms and has been for the past 2 months, and has withdrawn his waiver to continue part of the playoffs. And I'm glad that they're taking the mind, body, soul seriously, and not trying to force the brain is a very fragile tool. And now I've been following his journey to recovery, because I find it fascinating, especially with being a mental health podcast about just your brain not being right. So a couple, it might have been 2 months ago, there was a race in Pocono. I know the practice, and Kurt Busch had a basic crash and spin. It didn't look too bad, but it really, concussion-like symptoms, and there was a lot of underlying stuff that he's taken in account and not, okay, it's been 2 weeks, I'm gonna go back and do this. He's taking it very seriously, and he would have made the playoffs, but he chose to withdraw and miss a couple more races. In my opinion, I think he's done for the year, and I think he's going to retire. I don't want to see my driver's older brother retire. I like Kurt Busch, but mental health is very important, and I don't know the dude. I just watch him on TV. But I hope everybody has, a good sign of mind, and with concussions and the inability to have the reflexes that you once do, that affects, with, NASCAR, you're wielding a vehicle. And you need to have very good reflexes, and there's a lot of things that go into account to being a competitive driver. And it's just one of the things where you so I do apologize. My my brain is trying to catch up with my thoughts, and my thoughts are scattered. But I wish him well. Because brain is fragile, and any sort of trauma or things that are different, and especially, things like CTE. A lot of things should be looked at, and I'm glad that Kurt Busch is taking this seriously and not trying to rush, because I'm going to be honest, you could easily go, oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go get back in the car, and yeah, that's not a good thing. And I'm glad that oh, okay, I'm going to make sure that, my brain is not fried. And so it's something that intrigued me, and I decided that I wanted to talk about that while I talked about NASCAR Daytona, because crashes happen, and there's a person in the car, and I don't like crashes. I don't like accidents, and because for things like concussion-like symptoms, or even worse. So I just like a good race, and I don't got anything else going on. I like, there's not an event that I want to do, or I've just been playing Madden 23, and I've not been feeling the best, and my back is just murdering me. I'm in a lot of pain, but I'm always in pain, and I'm stubborn, and I still gotta do stuff. But I do hope you're doing well, and I care about you, no matter where you are in the world. And thank you so much for helping spread the word about my podcast, and just doing everything that you can to help me out, and help lift me up while I try to help lift other people who may be struggling, who may be having problems, and other people in your life. Because tell the people in your life you love them, that you care about them, because they might not be there in the morning. And that is a trauma that could take years, decades to get some resemblance of healing. And sometimes you need to move on. Sometimes you need to move away from situations that are not healthy or toxic. So if you're in a bad state, and things are not the healthiest, consider options. And you gotta do what's best for you, and sometimes you gotta walk away. Sometimes you have to make a hard choice that you don't want to make, but the greater good. And I wish everybody well. I wish everybody a wonderful Saturday, And next month is September. I do believe next week will be a September episode, which I think is fascinating that, we're continuing going on, continuing doing amazing things. So I'm going to wrap up this week. Be safe. And if you have something that you're looking forward to, I hope you have a wonderful time. If there's things that you're doing, I just wish you have a wonderful day and night and morning. So, love you all. I care about each and every one of you. And please, come back next week. I don't know what I'm doing. Might be ramble. I just want to see you back next week. Care about you. I care about everybody. Try to make everybody laugh and smile, even when it's hard for me. So, gotta lift people up, gotta build them up, because the world wants to tear you down, and I don't like negativity. I like positivity. I like people who can smile, and I will do everything that I can to try and make people smile. So, with that said, I love you. I care about you, no matter where you are in the world. And I thank you for listening. Even if you're listening to this on a Wednesday, it's still a Saturday. I love that line. I do. It's something stupid and quirky, but it's me. It's something that I really enjoy, because it generally makes me smile, knowing that I have a catchphrase that is, huh? So I'm going to say it one more time. Even if you're listening to this on a Wednesday, it's a Saturday. I hope you have a wonderful day, morning, evening, whatever it may be for you. I hope you're doing well. I hope your health improves. I hope if there's people struggling, you can reach out and lift them up. But please be safe out there. The world is a scary place right now, and I just want things to get better. So I will bid you all adieu.